just being here. I spoke with her coach, Lisa Spini, right before the competition began. She said, I am thrilled. There she is right there with how Michaela is doing. I thought at this point maybe we could pull off 2 routines at these championships. She's doing all 4.
And take a look, this is where she had the fall, and really from that first element, the back handspring, she was a little bit off to the side, tried to hold on. Unfortunately, as we always like to remind people, that beam is only 4 inches wide. Not easy at all.
Tough to come back from, too, so early to have that mistake. We'll get the number for her in a moment, but Jade Carey now, 3rd coming into the night. She gets set on vault. The 19-year-old from Phoenix, she won the U.S. title on vault and is 2nd on floor.
She's actually taking a different route than most of the athletes, doing the Apparatus World Cups. And at this point, she is the leader. So if it doesn't change, she's already going to Tokyo. She just keeps getting better, doesn't she?
She really does. We saw her a few weeks ago at the qualifying event for the national championships. Didn't do as difficult a vault here. She is ready to go.
So very intricate. We'll see this vault later on from Michaela Skinner and Simone Biles. Half on to the board, half onto the table, laid out front with 1.5 twists. This has a maximum score of a 16.0. The judges will then put pen to paper and deduct away. Probably going to be somewhere around a point off maybe in deductions. Hopefully a little less, but we'll see.
Guys, back to that Olympic team. 4 athletes on the Olympic team, so it's down from the 5 that we used to see, and she opted out of the World Championships to try out there to make that team, to give herself another chance in terms of the individual apparatus, and that is in the rules now, and looking great, as you say. She's top in the standings.
On both floor exercise and vaulting, I think that she will earn that spot, but what she truly wants, she wants to be a member of that 4-person team for USA in Tokyo. Amanar. Oh, my goodness. And that was huge.
Huge. So much more power than she had night 1. Unfortunately, I think she was a little surprised at how much power she had. Wasn't able to control the landing as well as she did. But for her to do these 2 vaults here, great step in the right direction.
Simone Biles getting set for the balance beam momentarily, but take you back to night 1. What did we say about history?
History was made right here. Double twisting, double back. First person in the entire world to compete this skill.
She already has 2 names in the rule books that bear the Biles name. That would be the 3rd one. She has one that she wants to get done on floor exercise, which would be the Biles 2 on floor. This is very tricky. No one spins as fast as Simone on that. I spoke with her coaches, Laurent and Cecile Landy, before the competition, and I asked them, I know she's going to do the triple-double on floor. What do you think about beam? They said it is 100% up to her.
Great combination. 3 skills in a row.
I then said, well, what do you think? And they both said, I think she's going to do it. I did not see her warm it up, though. The dismount was spectacular night 1, obviously. But Simone did have a number of balance checks. Didn't come off the beam, but she wasn't happy with that performance either.
But here we go. Here's the dismount.
Full twisting double. It's the hardest thing being done in gymnastics. She added a double twist to it. Just 1. She did not do it. She said that she wanted to come here to Kansas City and to unveil both of these skills. She was planning on only doing both of them night 1 and not night 2. So the difference here, she does these 2 back handsprings, and then she does a double back somersault with 1 twist on the first flip. Night 1, she did another twist right there.
So 2 back handsprings into that dismount. And also, let's just take a second and also realize how difficult this dismount is as well.
Yeah, it's just...
without the extra full twist.
But what do you make of that decision?
You know, I think it's smart. I think she knew that she could go out there and do it, proved it night one, and that's what she wanted to do before the World Championships, to get it out in a competition setting. She doesn't need to do it here. That 6th title is just about in her bag already.
You think that decision might be different on floor later?
I believe almost 100% it will be different, because she did not pull it off night one. She actually fell on it and said, I have never done that before in my entire life. What she did night one.
She said about night one, I just wanted to throw it in the trash and start over. And yet she's leading the way.
Yeah.
Championships. All right, there's the number, Michaela Skinner, disappointing 12.9, and it's in red, just to give you some help. Basic 1.5 deduction or less is green. Very good. And then yellow in the middle, and you want to avoid the red, obviously.
Absolutely. And if you fall off of an event, whether it's balance beam or bars, you're probably going to be in the red.
Yellow, flat 15 across for Jade Carey on the ball.
That's about where I thought they'd be. Remember, it started from a 16. She lost 1 point in execution, which starts out of a perfect 10, and they deduct down.
All right, Riley McCusker, part of that World Championship team. 2nd recently at the U.S. Classic, 2nd at the Pan American Games, and a very busy summer for all of them, but certainly for Riley McCusker, currently just outside the top 3 coming into the night.
Going to do a double twisting Yurchenko right here. Nicely done. Big step back on the landing, but plenty of power, and that's a little surprising. I spoke with her coach before the meet, Maggie Haney, right there, and she said she is absolutely exhausted, physically, mentally. They opted to go to the Pan American Games. She was sure while she was there that it was the best decision, but since she's gotten to Kansas City and after night one, she started to really doubt herself on that. She called Riley today because she had junior athletes competing and said, Riley, you need to get to bed, close the drapes, and put your phone away.
18-year-old from New Jersey will get the number for her in a moment. So Suni Lee is 16 years old. It's her first year on the senior level. She was at the junior national championships last year, 3rd in the all-around there, and she is in 2nd place behind Simone Biles coming into the night.
Incredibly, and she's actually coming back from a fracture in her left leg. You'll see when she lands, she'll scoot it out in front of her to take some of the brunt of the force. See how she does that? It's in front of her, doesn't create as much force into the ground on that leg. This is the biggest problem for her. Another one is the balance beam dismount, because there's not much give at all when you punch on the balance beam.
So not as difficult as a vault as we just saw from Jade Carey, or what we will see, but just doesn't quite have that power. But as you mentioned, Tim was injured. As you see, stepped out of the line, so we'll incur some deduction there, but was injured, so he's just really recovering from that injury. But stay tuned for the next event for her. The uneven bars, absolutely spectacular.
14.7 on beam for Simone Biles.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy routine for her. You know, we were talking, you know, she didn't need to do the double-double. That would increase her maximum score by a lot. The thing about it is she actually does it in a lot of ways better than she does just a full twisting double. It's tremendous.
At a 14.95 the opening night, just to compare the two, when it was a more difficult ending to it, obviously. Suni Lee, 13.75. You're not shocked that she's in this position, though, are you?
No, I'm not at all. She's one of the most talented, gifted people I've ever seen in the sport of gymnastics. Actually got a late start. Her coaches called the gymnastics she came to the gym with as schoolyard, backyard gymnastics. Had to do a lot of switching around, but she is a talent.
From a 16-year-old to a 15-year-old. From this area, about 20 minutes south of here, Overland Park, Kansas, Leanne Wong, U.S. Junior All-Around champ last year.
Double twist, and it's so clean. Oh, baby. That is absolutely gorgeous. Just picture perfect form. Great block off of the vault. And just a small little step slide on the landing. What a start. Tremendous.
So we'll get the numbers as we continue. No history yet. Stay with us, because I have a sense that it's still to come. And she's going after title number 6 here in Kansas City. Another look as we take you to break. Simone Biles, recognized as the greatest of all time.
They say we're young.